You know the drill. We gotta go. Fast.
Alright, so as you already know, we got a Sonic Central in May 2021, which announced a bunch of things that were happening for the anniversary, from Frontiers, which still has no official name, even though they trademarked the name. But we got Frontiers announced, we got the Wisp remaster, the Wisp animation, and then of course there was Sonic Origins. And out of everything here, except obviously Frontiers, which we got nothing on there, Origins is basically the other thing that we got nothing about. It was just that thing that it's a remaster in the classics, and by their own words, they said we were getting more info on Origins later in the year, or on the screen it said coming soon.
Stay tuned for more information later in the year.
Well, it's been 6 months and still nothing, and now we've got a little bit of information that suggests that there's a reason for that, and it seems like it could be going in the way of, you know, Sonic Colors Ultimate in terms of the quality of the remaster. So we're gonna have to get into all of this. This video is sponsored by Shadow. You know, Shadow, like the legendary character who like raids bases and stuff like that, you know, like Raid Shadow Legends. Like, yes, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Now I know what you're thinking, Raid Shadow Legends? I've literally never heard of this amazing game before. Please, Prem, tell me more. Now, Raid is a free-to-play RPG mobile game where you battle it out against all sorts of enemies and real people in turn-based combat. And just like the superior Avengers movie, Raid Shadow Legends has got an amazing endgame, and that is called Doom Tower. And this tower is basically a giant prison created by the Arbiter, full of a ton of monsters with eldritch power. And this tower was made to cage these monsters because she was not able to kill them. And that worked well for a while. But now that Siroth, the creator of the monsters, is leaking back into the world, the Doom Tower isn't holding together like he used to. So now the Arbiter sends people like you and me to go inside the tower and take care of those monsters once and for all. Now, I've actually been playing this game for a while, and one of my favorite things to do is pretty simple, but I just like to build my team, you know. I like to just collect champions and just buff them up. There's just something really satisfying about like struggling in a battle, leveling up your team, and then coming back to that same battle and just demolishing it. And there's so much variety in the moves you have in battle as well. I like to use the sparring pit to level up champions that I'm not currently using. They gain XP every hour while you're using your other champions to battle. And there's a ton of new cool shit happening in Raid this month. They've got special events every single day, plus a ton of amazing new waifus. Champions, okay? But the big update coming this month is the Guardian Ring. It's a huge feature that gives you a ton of new ways to use your champions, and at the start of December, Raid's got something really crazy in store for us. I don't know about you, but to me, this looks insane. If you were on the fence before, with all these new updates, there has never been a better time to get into Raid. And if you want an even bigger head start, all you have to do is hit the link in the description below or scan the QR code right here, and new players will get an epic hero, Chonoru, who is amazing in the Doom Tower, and you'll also get 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and an ancient shard so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in game. Just take a look at this cool champion that you'll be getting for free. To find the rewards, you just have to tap here in your inbox for the next 30 days only. You can find me in game using my username that's on the screen. Maybe I'll let you join my clan, and I'll see you in game. So again, as I was saying before, they officially said that we were going to get more information later in the year, and they've got basically less than a month and a half left in the year, and we still haven't heard anything about Origins. But I guess it's not impossible that we see something about Origins this year. I mean, the Game Awards, right? I mean, the Game Awards is usually full of hours of mid-reveal, so there's plenty of room for a rushed remaster. But honestly, right now, it's not looking good. We have an article from Zippo, and it says here, a Sonic Origins update. I know what you're thinking, an article from Zippo, but listen, if we can cover 4chan leaks, we could cover this, okay? And even what he's saying is not outrageous, but let's just get into it and then we could discuss. It says, as is obvious by now, it's been a long time since we've gotten word on Sonic Origins, and I've recently learned that things haven't been so great. And then he says, to keep it short, development of this collection is behind schedule, is being made on a shoestring budget with a small ad hoc team of developers. Which game are we talking about here? Frontiers, Origins, Forces, Colors Ultimate? Which game are we talking about? I don't know. Can you clarify, please? Okay, you just described the myriad of Sonic games here. Okay, the announcement of this thing was nothing short of an unmitigated disaster. No footage, no art. Are we talking about Frontiers again? No platforms. Heck, they didn't even have a freaking logo done. Again, which game are we talking about? Nothing. To date, there's no official mention of the collection on any of their official social media or websites. I mean, there was that one tweet that I think Katie made to confirm that Sonic 3 would in fact be widescreen, but aside from that, they didn't really talk about Origin. It's like it doesn't exist or something. What's even crazier is that this collection was planned for over 2 fucking years. This was once again going to be an Evening Star project. But of course, everything went fucked up beyond all repair, so there went those original plans. Last I heard, they wanted to have this out in time with the release of the second film, but as of now, I have no idea if that's going to happen or not. And by the way, that was something Izuka said that was going to come out before the movie. It's not some speculation thing. They promised new information before the end of the year, but we're halfway into November, and that was 6 months ago. While I don't know the timing of anything currently, I don't think that's going to happen. This type of situation is absolutely embarrassing. It just shows the sheer incompetence of how this company is run. Man, sometimes me and Zippo really be seeing eye to eye, you know. Something fans can do in a few months is somehow beyond their ability. Mind-blowing. Why did they even bother announcing this so early? And the fans will probably say, because Prem was rushing them for news, they had to announce it. It's Prem's fault. Anyway, I joked recently that maybe they blew all of their cash on getting the Jackson X Data shot. But maybe that's somehow the case. This anniversary is almost over, and besides the concert, it's been really, really lame. What? Lame? How could you say that, Zippo? I mean, 2021 is clearly the best year of Sonic. Everybody got what they wanted, and the franchise is going strong with its sales and many collabs. It's truly a major improvement over the previous anniversaries. You know, we got Colors Ultimate for the casual new fans. You got Unleashed at 60 FPS for all the Dark Age fans who have an Xbox Series X or S. We got Origins, which hasn't come out yet. We got Sonic 2022, which apparently is satisfying adventure fans, even though we haven't seen a single piece of footage on it to know who it's actually going to satisfy or dissatisfy. But yeah, anyway, man. Listen, let's get back to the topic at hand, which is of course Origins and the dilemma we're facing right now. It seems like it's going through development hell. Obviously this is coming from Zippo, so you can take it with as many grains of salt as you want, but I mean, a remaster going through development hell, that's a pretty common theme this year, isn't it? Not even just for Sonic, but in general. I mean, look at the GTA trilogy. That shit wouldn't even fucking launch. And the idea that they were gonna get Evening Star to do it, but they burnt that bridge, and now Evening Star are making their own original 3D platformer, which I covered in a separate video. Like, there's so much shit here that just points to the development hell. Like, they lost Evening Star, they got some team working on it, they announced the game in May for the Sonic Central because they wanted to beef up the event, but they couldn't show any footage from actual Origins. Even the widescreen Sonic 1 and 2 footage wasn't from Origins. They had to clarify on Twitter that it was gonna be widescreen Sonic 3 because the footage didn't show it, they just showed regular Sonic 3 gameplay. They said we're gonna get more info later in the year, and it said coming soon, and it is almost December, and we've heard nothing. So believing that there is some kind of issue is not really a surprise, right? SEGA waiting as long as possible before showing us gameplay of a game that people are looking forward to is nothing new. It's been done before. It's not outrageous. I mean, Izuka himself said in an interview that Origins would be with us before the movie sequel, and I mean, if that's truly the case, then my guess is they're really setting as a deadline because they saw how successful the first movie was, and they don't want to miss out on a chance to capitalize on a big release. So by having Origins out, Colors Ultimate out before the movie sequel, it gives them something big that they can push with the movie, since Frontiers most likely won't be ready at that point, so Colors Ultimate and Origins will be their way to make the big dough. So while the right thing to do might be just to delay Origins until it's actually ready, there's a good chance that they'll do exactly the opposite and just push harder to make that deadline, regardless of the consequences. I mean, they rushed out Colors Ultimate and they still got good reviews and fans defending it, so I mean, why not do it again, right? Hell, if Origins is flopping on the review score, they might just combine the two together, Colors Ultimate and Origins pack, and just charge you one price for both, and people that were on the fence before because of the reviews would just be like, well, I mean, it's together, it's a discounted rate, I mean, I guess I could buy this, you know, I'm in that Sonic high because the movie was good and Idris Elba played a badass Knuckles and The Rock was president, and yeah, let me get this pack of games, it's got enough 2D for everyone. So yeah, again, this is not confirmed information, but yeah, the way things are going, it seems Origins is in some kind of development hell, which really sucks. I mean, I was really looking forward to Origins. I mean, I know that there are already widescreen widescreen versions of Sonic 2, Sonic 3 on PC. Like Sonic 3 Air is amazing, and Sonic 2, like there was a Sonic 2 CC, I forgot what the CC stands for, but there's widescreen versions of those games on PC, so I shouldn't really be too bothered about not having Origins. But then at the same time, after I got my Switch OLED and I saw how superior OLED was, I mean I had an OLED phone, but seeing this Switch OLED with like AAA somewhat games running on it, it was such a great panel that I was like, imagine playing the classics on that, you know, it'd be really beautiful. Imagine playing any Sonic game on that, like Heroes or anything like that. The Switch OLED is such a great panel, and my regular like PC monitor is just an IPS, and it would have been nice to re-experience them in that way, just like it was nice to play those 3DS versions of Sonic 2, which you remember like Sonic 1 and 2, the 3DS versions with the 3D layers. It was an underrated port in my opinion. It was a really good way to play the game. But yeah, I was just looking forward to a good remaster. I mean, fucking up 2 remasters back to back, as much as that sounds normal when it comes to like Sonic releases, it still kind of hurts that they just keep fucking things up. And if they really are going to push for that movie deadline to get those movie sales, then this doesn't seem like something that they would rectify and push the game back for. Like, the game apparently has been in the works for 2 years. 2 years to remaster these games? They probably delayed this thing several times already, and this is like the last deadline where they're just like, you know what, get this thing out for the movie. We need those sales. You're not pushing it to fucking August 2022. We're not doing that, okay? Just get it out, and then if there's any major problems, we'll patch it later. You know, that's the mantra nowadays. But yeah, I guess only time will tell. We'll see what happens. Maybe they'll put a last minute gameplay in December, and it'll be like some amazing gameplay, and then we'll just all like gush over it and be like, yep, this is gonna be a good remastering. All I know is I'm probably not gonna pre-order it. We'll wait and see what happens, okay? We'll wait and see, you know. I mean, I would have fallen for Colors Ultimate. I would have pre-ordered Colors Ultimate just because I'm a Sonic fan, but then they did the whole Epic Game Store exclusive bullshit, which is the reason why I didn't pre-order it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't pre-order Colors Ultimate because I knew it was gonna be a mid remaster. I didn't know that shit. I mean, I didn't like the visuals, but I didn't know it was gonna be mid. But anyway, man, let me know what you guys think about the situation. There is a good chance that Sonic Origins is going through development hell, according to what Zippo has heard. Iizuka did say that we were going to get this before the movie, and the Sonic Central did claim that we're going to get more info this year. So if those two things are true, we should be seeing info very soon, and maybe they can put our worries to bed. If we don't see the info this year when they said we were going to, then we know that there's a problem. So I guess that is our barometer to see if this really is going through development hell. If they just pretend that they didn't say shit about us getting info on Origins and we just don't hear anything, or they try and somehow pretend that Iizuka's 1-2 liners about Origins in a few interviews counts as the info, then that's our cue to say that, okay, there really is an issue going on. But yeah, man, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel. The link will be in the description. But that's all I have to say right now. So, Premy out.